EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the International Challenge. Frank, through the years, there have been some great winners at the Open Championship played at Royal Troon.
Well, just in recent history, remember Mark Kalkovecchia in the playoff with Wayne Grady and Greg Norman. There was also Todd Hamilton when he beat Ernie Els in the four-hole playoff. And back in 1996, Justin Leonard was to win his Open Championship.
Tom Watson also won an Open Championship here. Tom Weiskopf, his only major, that was 1973. The great Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, they all won at Royal Troon. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
And ready to tee off here at the par 4, 391 yards second.
Yeah, it's not overly long. The biggest problem. Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
On the green, and the chance for birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Very well done, almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This putt for par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, looking at the third, what are the sort of key decisions that you have to make?
There's 2 bunkers down the left. They're not really the issue. They're the burn. That's about 285 yards. This is not a hole, really. You just take the driver out and swing away. Just something that stays up short of that. It's just going to leave you a short iron in.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Should be safely on deck.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Well, Frank, I thought that was in. He'd settle for par here. And getting ready for the putt. Hole number 4, Frank, can you cut the corner on the tee shot on this dogleg right par 5?
Well, Rich, you have to guarantee you can carry the ball at least 280 yards. That bunker that protects that side is the big problem if you go down the right.
Good contact, good result. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, you've been there. How important is it to hit fairways early in the round?
It just takes the pressure off the rest of the game, Rich. I mean, not only are you reducing the length of the hole by getting the ball in play and, a good distance off the tee, but you're simplifying the next shot.
Down, little Sheba, down! Just averted danger right there, so close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. That was not a very good read right there. Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Now, the first par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 5th hole, a little bit more than 200 yards. What's the challenge here, Frank?
A lot depends on the breeze. Plus, you remember, you've got to allow for the roll and the bounce here. So anything pitching on the front of the green, let that ball release or kick towards the middle and back of the screen.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Man,
just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
It's no snack, though. Give me a break, Rich. Your mum could make that.
Ooh, that's a disappointment, Frank. Has this now for bogey. Well, that's why you build a big lead. You can afford to drop one or two.
Well, it's hard to criticize a player for being sloppy when the lead is that big. Oh, I like that. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
You can't leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you left it short.
You always like that. Count it as a birdie. Frank, we're moving inland now, and what are we facing here at this par 4 7th hole?
Just a dog leg to the right. Ideally, just a little cut off the tee.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, this is one of the most famous holes in the whole sport, isn't it?
Postage stamp, just over 120 yards. It might seem short, but it's daunting. Many an Open Championship has been lost on this shortest of par 3s.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Birdie try up next. Par yesterday, now for birdie. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that. But it's not that you're trying to carry it. It's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Oh, my goodness. He pumped it. He thumped it. He jumped it. What a drive. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You've got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Par bid here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, getting set for the back nine here at historic Royal Troon. What's the 10th hole all about, Frank?
It's called Sandhills, and that's for a reason. Blind tee shot, especially from the championship tees, where you hit it over the sandhills. Ideally, you want to hit the ball about 280, 290 yards.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Daunting tee shot here at the par 4 11th, Frank. This is all you want.
Yeah, this requires your best tee shot. Doesn't matter if it goes left to right or right to left. This is a must-hit fairway. Otherwise, you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting. Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
He'll take par and move on. Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
115 yards left, Frank. What's that, a good 6-iron for you? Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
These putts keep the round together. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. Trying to get out of here with just one drop shot. This is for bogey. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Frank, on paper, 13 seems pretty straightforward, but it's not that simple, is it?
No, very stringent tee shot. Gorse right and left, plus a little sort of mound with some rough on down the right side. So really, you've got to hit the ball down, not just the fairway, but the left side of the fairway.
Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And getting ready for the putt. Good putt. On the tee here at 14, it's another par 3, Frank.
You don't get caught looking at the front of the green. That's where it's at its most narrow. Ideally, something that pitches just into the top of that mound.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.